on the 19th hole.
Start Billy Bogey, it's a golfing jam.
Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Lovers of the game.
That's what I am.
Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Make you love it too.
That's my goal.
Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole.
Welcome to another edition of Shooting the Breeze on the 19th hole. We have my co-host, Mr. Donnie Divot. We've got Tommy the T. We've got Kumi. We've got Angus. We've got Clarky. And, oh yeah, we've got my ex-missus. And a new song by 3 Off the Tee and 1 Putz. Our special guest, Bill Britton, player assistant at the Musqueam Golf and Learning Academy. So you know what to do. Sit back, relax, because we are playing through. Well, hello, fellow divot makers and hack whackers. Billy Bogey here, coming to you from the Voodoo Man Cave, and I got my good buddy, Mr. Clarky, the weatherman. Clarky, how's it going, pal?
Pretty good, Bogey. But what the hell is a hack whacker?
Well, let me tell you what a hack whacker is. That's a very good question. There are excellent golfers. There's good golfers. There's average golfers, there's below average golfers, and then there's poor golfers. Guess what? They're all hack whackers. It's anyone who goes out on a golf course, takes a divot, and goes out and enjoys this beautiful game of golf, pal.
I love it.
Speaking of the game of golf, what's going on with your attempt to make the Special Olympics golf team? How are you making out?
Well, I'm not up to par yet, but because I have poor coaching.
Poor coaching? Oh, I think he got me. He got me a good one. I think I'm bleeding. Well, you know what? Then I'll do a better job, buddy, because you're going to make that team this year.
I hope so.
If they have a team this year, you know, with this all its virus pandemic stuff going on.
Yeah, it's holding up the game.
You think? Yeah. Well, in the meantime, we got a show to do, pal. It's our PGA show, and there's no PGA this year, but we're doing a damn show anyways. So guess what? We got to tear down all the gear. We got to haul it up. We got to load up the buggy, and we got a boogie.
Sounds good, Bogey. Let's bolt.
All righty. Let's go. He's Tommy the T.
Tommy the T.
Tommy the T, that's me.
He's Tommy the T.
Tommy the T.
Stick him in deep.
On par 3.
He's Tommy the T.
Tommy the T.
Whee!
Well, we're here with my good friend, Mr. Tommy the T. Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Billy, not too bad. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah. Tommy, have you ever suffered a serious brain injury?
Well, after a couple of smacks, I tend to talk a little slower, but then I snap out of it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Like, have you been to a doctor?
No, I've worn a helmet, but only for a couple of days.
A helmet?
Yeah, just in case
How can
I
you wear a
fall
helmet?
over. Hey, it's got a little balance.
How do you balance a ball on a helmet?
Well, we work with it.
Okay. All right. Tommy,
Yeah?
have you ever been fired?
I know that's an interesting question. I think firing is more or less just the golfer that's using me kind of gets frustrated with his shot, so he either takes it out on his club or gives me a kick.
Okay.
I guess that's kind of firing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Yeah?
do you ever feel inferior when you're next to a long tee?
Never, Billy. Never. Nope. I'll tell you something. It's all about performance, baby.
Hey,
Yeah.
I've heard size matters.
Well, no, not with me. I'm special. I'm a performer, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what
good
she
for
said.
you.
Absolutely.
All righty. Well, Tommy,
Yeah.
thanks for sitting in with us.
Thanks for having me.
And I hope you're doing well, and
Thanks.
I
Yeah,
hope
you
you're back
too.
on the golf course soon.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been too long, man.
I know.
And nice and sunny out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Take advantage of the sun, man.
All right, buddy.
Take care, Billy.
You too.
Absolutely.
Musqueam Minutes with Kumi.
Well, we're here for another installment of Musqueam Minutes, and I've got General Manager Kumi here from the Musqueam Golf and Learning Academy, my place of employ, my boss. How are you, Kumi?
I'm good, Billy. Any day with you is great.
Awesome. So what's going on at Musqueam?
Well, we have some good news.
Awesome.
Right? We've been COVIDed, like social distancing with nobody around, but we've got an okay to have our leagues and slow open coming Tuesday.
Awesome. That's
right in time for
fantastic.
Ladies' Day. I'm so excited.
And I'm working.
You know what? That's the best thing. It's the first it's the first time golf ever put women first. We had a first opening day and it's Ladies' Day.
That's
Woo-hoo!
awesome. That is terrific news.
What next? We got to put a man on the moon.
You know what my sister said to me one time? If they can put a man on the moon, why can't they put them all there? Not sure what she meant by that. That wasn't very nice. At any rate. Yeah, I don't think it was a compliment. So we're going to be open. That's fantastic news. And Henry's done a fantastic job. He hasn't had golfers pounding the hell out of the golf course. Golf course looks fantastic.
It's getting there, yeah. It's really, really. He worked on tee boxes last week, and they haven't been done in a while, so it really makes a difference. And the grass is, like the seed is coming up between like 5 and 6. That was ground under for a bit now, and the trench line, the drainage. I mean, there's a lot going on, but a lot will be done too before ladies tee off on Tuesday.
Fantastic. Well, the ladies are going to be happy. Well, they're going to be happy just the fact that they can golf.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that means more Billy Bogey's going to be around here.
Unfortunately?
That's only disaster. That's only disaster.
Well, I've been called a lot of things. As a matter of fact, I think I've been called a disaster before.
Does that mean Donnie's going to be around too?
Oh, I hope not. We got to beef up security.
He said, what did he say? He said, you should have locked the gate.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang.
Yeah, and whatever you do, don't give him a key. Okay, well, that's fantastic news, Kumi. So thank you very much, and look forward to Tuesday.
You bet. Great.
All right.
Thanks, Bogey.
Thank you.
Donnie Divot.
Whatever you do,
Stay away, stay away.
from Angus's Glenlivet,
He's Donnie Divot.
Donnie, give us your theory on how to cut grass.
When your ass is on the grass, you drop your reels and make your pass.
He's Donnie Divot.
Lord Jesus, Billy, I'd rather be fishing.
Would you forget about me, Bogey? It's not sunny anymore. But it's not raining. But it might.
Well, thanks for that, Clarky. You know, Donnie, I think we should pool our money together and send Clarky to weatherman school.
Well, he's been pretty accurate so far.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go to school. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and I think they'd kick him out after a week.
Is that right?
I think so.
By the way, Donnie Divot, my co-host. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine, Billy. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How do I look?
A little bit shy of $10.
Well, some have said I look like $1.50.
See, I give you the best.
You betcha. So what's going on in your world these days?
Still working, still slaving away there, and still wounded. So
Yeah,
everything's good.
Yeah. Why don't you show our viewers your hand?
It looks the same.
Yeah. You're a little mangled, but you're looking better.
Oh yeah, it comes off next week. Can't wait.
And the important thing is you can still operate a mower.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, they had me on this thing called a Ventrac there that's all controlled by the right hand.
Oh, really?
Like for 7
Did they do
and a
that
half-
on purpose?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're mad at me. I can't dig holes anymore.
It got you out of digging holes.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I think
that's
I'm going to keep this there and just strap it on every time we got an irrigation break.
That's very clever.
Yeah, I thought so.
Wow. Anything to get out of work.
Yeah, that's right.
No. Hey. I know you're a hard-working guy. So, and you're not afraid of hard work.
No, it's makes the day go by a lot quicker.
Well, doesn't it though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. You know, I've been self-quarantined in the Voodoo Man Cave.
How'd that work out?
Oh, I'm getting stir crazy.
How's the songs coming, though?
Songs?
Aren't you working on songs while you're locked up by yourself?
Well, I kind of dabble at songs, but I'm not a gifted musician like Seymour Shanks and 3 off the tee and 1 putts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but so what else is going on?
Not a heck of a lot there. It's
You can't play golf, obviously.
well, supposedly it's all about the grip, so I can't grip very hard with that hand. I should be able to get a few good shots out.
You try swinging with one arm?
No.
I got a buddy who had his right arm amputated and who golfs with one arm. He's a good golfer, too.
Yeah, there was a guy in the PGA that was one arm, got 3 or 4 hole-in-ones.
Really?
That's what I seen on the news.
You know, that reminds me of a story. I used to manage the Small Machine Golf Course in Vernon, and our big tournament at the end of the year was the Canada Goose Tournament. It's in the interior of BC, and we had people coming from all over the interior. And there was this one guy named John King who was from Castlegar, and he was playing, and he had one arm, and he was playing with one of our members, Gordy Bullock, who wasn't a very good golfer, but I think he could probably be a lot better, but he liked his libations, shall we say.
Oh, yes, yeah,
Angus
yeah.
would get along great with him.
Yeah.
Well, then again, Angus doesn't get along with anyone. But so they're riding together in a cart, and this John King, who had the one arm, he hits it under a stake tree, and he says, I get a 2 club length drop. Gordy Bullock says, well, of course you do. Take your drop. So he took his drop, hits his ball. Gordy looks at him and goes, good thing it wasn't a 2-arm drop. You'd still be under the tree.
That's just not right.
No.
So are you starting work soon?
I'm starting on Tuesday. I get to entertain the ladies.
La-dee-da.
Oh, I'm
No
telling
way.
you. Billy Bogey likes the ladies.
Yeah, so does Angus.
Ladies don't like me very much, though. Just talk to my ex-wife.
Yeah, oh, we're gonna.
Yes, we are. We'll have her on a little later in the show. But right now, we're going to venture across the pond. We're going to go have a visit with Angus.
Oh, I sure hope he's in a good mood today.
I do, too. Ooh.
Highly unlikely.
Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
All right, good being here.
Okay.
Stabbatelle on we go, heel by heel and toe by toe. On man, we go off the Marty's wedding. Off the Marty's wedding.
Well, folks, we're here again with our good buddy Angus McGillicuddy from the Aberdeen Golf and Lawn Bowling Centre. Angus, what's going on in Scotland?
Oh, Billy, I'll tell you what's going on in Scotland. I'm fighting with management.
Oh, no. Why are you fighting with management, Angus?
Because they're a daft bunch of pencil pushers.
Oh, okay. What really happened?
Somebody complained about, believe it or not, a Scotsman wearing a kilt on a golf course.
Tell me the real story, Angus.
Oh, a gust of wind came up and blew this poor fella's kilt up.
Well, why is that a problem?
Well, let's just say it wasn't exactly like Marilyn Monroe standing over a Subway grill. At least she was wearing panties.
Oh, and the ladies didn't like that, did they?
No! You think Joe DiMaggio is best? You should have seen these angry lassies.
Well, you should have given him a shot of your Glenlivet.
They can get their own Glenlivet.
Well, that's awfully selfish of you, Angus.
But I like the Glenlivet.
Well, we're here with my good friend, Mr. Bill Britton, the player's assistant. Are you the head player's assistant here at Musqueam?
Not really the head, I just organize it.
Yeah. So what did you think of my buddy Angus?
He's quite a character, isn't he?
Yeah.
I can remember how he carried on.
Yeah. Were you're not a young fella. Were you around when Marilyn Monroe actually did that?
I'm probably old enough to be your father.
Really? Oh, my goodness. By the way, I see you're wearing shorts there. Good for you.
Well, we're staying inside today.
Well, I haven't seen anything that white since I took a field trip to a Swedish morgue. Hey, Billy, tell us how you got started here at Musqueam.
Well, I got started here in '03 when I returned to Canada, and I had an ailing shoulder. I was a member of a golf club, playing about once a month, throwing a lot of money away, and finally went to see the sports medicine people, and they said you can play golf after about 6 months. You won't be able to carry your clubs anymore, and so I finally decided I better give up this membership that's costing me a fortune.
Yeah, well.
And so my daughter was getting my grandson in here for a clinic, and she asked him if they had anything for old men that were interested in golf that could keep themselves occupied, and bingo, I ended up here. That's
Right
a long
on.
time ago,
So how long have you been here?
since '03.
Really, since '03.
Yeah.
So
That's 17 years.
that is. I was just doing the math in my head. I was going to start using my fingers and toes. So how do you like it here?
I've really enjoyed it here.
Really good group of people,
Yes,
isn't
it's
it?
been a great experience, a lot of fun, and it's like a private club.
It
Really and truly. I mean, people that have been coming here for years, much longer than I've been here,
Well-
they consider this as their home golf course.
you know the sign of a really good facility, and I think hats off to Kumi and Ange, because I think they're a big reason why it's like this, is when you have people that have been here a long, long time, that says something right there.
Oh, very much so. Very much so, yeah. And it's my second home.
Yeah, well, it's becoming mine too. As a matter of fact, Kumi can't get rid of me.
You'll enjoy it.
Well, I'm already enjoying it.
Yes.
So before you became a player's assistant, so what did you do? What was your career before that?
I
I'm
was
assuming you did that after you retired from your.
Exactly. I was in the trust/banking business pretty much all my working career.
Oh, really?
Yeah, started straight out of university back in Eastern Canada and became a bit of a transient bum, as they do with people in the financial business. They move you all over the country. But I was very privileged to be able to move across the country with my family, join golf courses in every city I lived in, and I always loved golf. Started when I was 8.
Oh, did you?
Yes, yeah.
So that was like a couple of years ago, eh?
Oh, yeah, it was a while back.
Yeah.
But in those days, you weren't allowed on the golf course until you turned 8 years old, and then you had to spend every Tuesday morning
Really?
with, yes, used to spend every Tuesday morning with the pro getting lessons in the art of swinging a golf club, but more importantly in the disciplines of golf and how we had to behave ourselves.
The etiquette. And,
Yep.
you know, etiquette is one thing. Like when we think of etiquette, we think of, you know, the 3 R's: raking the bunker, repairing your ball mark, and replacing your divot.
Very true.
But I know I started at a private golf course in Edmonton, and I got a real good education from my father about what to do and what not to do.
Yes.
Especially
Yeah.
what not to do.
So true,
Yeah.
so true. But it's a great growing up experience for young people.
Well, I think it teaches you a lot of valuable lessons that are useful in your everyday life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Common courtesy.
Absolutely, yeah. So this is the PGA show, but there's no PGA, obviously. But, you know, I watched the replay of last year's PGA. It was on last weekend, where Brooks Koepka won.
Yes.
And Dustin Johnson gave him a run. Well, at one point, Brooks had a 7-stroke lead, and with about 4 or 5 holes left, it was down to 1 stroke. But he held him off, so, God, he's a good player.
Well, golf can change in minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true.
Well, and I heard some good news last weekend, too, that they're going to resume the PGA Tour with no fans in 3 weeks' time. And the first major will be the PGA, but it won't be until August in San
Yes.
Francisco. So that's really good news. So how's your golf game?
Not what I'd like it to be, and not what I think it used to be. I think we're all guilty of thinking we're better golfers than we are. But I still just like to be out there.
Yeah. You know, me
Win,
too.
lose, or draw, it's a good walk in the park.
Isn't it, though? It's great. Bill, have you ever had sex on a putting green?
I never have, I must admit that.
Well,
Often would like to.
you know I have, but next time, if I ever get the opportunity to do that again, I'm going to check with Donnie Divot and find out the irrigation schedule. Because it didn't turn out very good. So, Bill, what would be your dream foursome? Like, if you were able to play with any 3 players today or of yesterday, living or dead, what 3 players would they be?
Well, I'm accustomed to playing golf with all the people I play golf with are better golfers than I am. And that's good for me because it challenges me.
I think it is too. I always play better when I'm playing with better players.
Same here. But not to avoid your question, but many, many years ago in Winnipeg, there was a Heart Fund campaign on at our golf club, and Arnold Palmer was there.
Oh.
And in those days, that was Arnold Palmer's Army times.
Yeah.
And the fans were phenomenal. But anyway, I volunteered for that day that they had at the golf club, and I was picked along with many other members to able to play. I can't remember whether it was 2 holes or 3 holes. You'd play with him, and then you'd step out, and another volunteer would play with him. And that was a real thrill for me.
That was a dream twosome.
To be out there walking the golf course with Arnold Palmer was quite an experience. A long time ago, but I'll never forget it. But now to answer your question of playing golf, I just want to play golf with my friends.
Awesome.
And I really do. And I want to be able to be rude sometimes and poke fun at their bad shots and enjoy it without taking away from their ability to be able to concentrate in their game. I don't do stupid things to destroy their golf swing or anything, but I just like to play with my good friends. And unfortunately, when you get to be my age, you become old and crotchety and everything else, and you end up playing with the same 3 people every time you go on the golf course. But we all know each other. We all know how to swear at each other. And
it's a comfortable group for you.
Exactly. I don't have to play with the pros. Well, I can't play with them anyway. I'm not capable. But I just like to be with close friends, to go out and spend 4 hours giving each other a hard time.
That's a fantastic answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bill, we have a special treat for you.
Uh-oh.
We have 3 off the tee and 1 putts in their new song. It's about people cheating at golf.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's called, so here it is, it's called The Foot Wedge.
Veer from the middle, then boot, bump. Hit it wide just a little, then boot, bump. I'm well aware what the rules are again, boot, bump. It doesn't matter how far when you boot, bump. Honor is the core of what you're looking for. I can call a penalty on me. You, me, yeah, you. The class ain't only a mirror, it's a door. Is it really winning when you cheat? It's a foot wedge. It's a foot wedge. Found yourself in the tree, so you're shooting more than the breeze when you write a score, is it true? 'Cause you gotta live with it, yeah, 'cause you honor is the core of what you're looking for, what you're looking. I can call the penalty on me. You ain't me, yeah, you. The class ain't only a mirror, it's a door. Is it really winning when you cheat? It's a foot wedge. It's a foot wedge. High, low, up and down. Did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? High, low, up and down. I don't know. I don't know. High, low, up and down. I guess I broke the rules. I used a foot wedge. Honor is the core of what you're looking for. What you're looking for. I can call a penalty on me. You wasn't me, yeah, you. The glass ain't only a mirror, it's a door. Is it really winning It's just a foot wedge.
Well, Billy boy, let's see what the X thinks of foot wedge.
What you think of that? What you think of that? What you think of that, dear?
Honey, what'd you think of that?
What the hell is a foot wedge? Is that where I kick you in the arse and your underwear sticks between your cheeks?
This segment brought to you by Kinsman & Bird's Marriage Counseling Services.
If you're ready to fight,
We'll make it right. Kinsman & Burns are not responsible for personal injury, emotional damage, or belongings being burned in the front yard.
Well, Donnie, I'm not sure the ex-wife understands exactly what a foot wedge is.
No, I'm not sure she understands much about golf.
Yeah, well, she understands me.
Yeah, and that's because you played too much golf.
Well, that's part of it. But you know what? Hey, for those of you at home, the video for foot wedge will be on YouTube. Geez, before you can say, where the hell's that video? Well, it might take a little longer than that.
Yeah.
But, 3 off the tee and 1 putts. They have many really great golf songs and golf videos, and you just check them out on YouTube or go to social media. Go to Shooting the Breeze on the 19th Hole on Facebook or Billy Bogey on Instagram, and please let us know how you feel about it. Sharing it, liking it, doing all that stuff that you're supposed to do on social media. So we'd appreciate your feedback. So.
Oh, don't forget, Billy, let them know about the Golf Channel.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
We have a new friend. We have a new friend at the Golf Channel, Lauren Champion. Great name for a golfer. wouldn't you
She's
say?
my champion.
Oh, she's my champion too. You know, she likes 3 off the tee and 1 putts, and she's kind of fond of Billy Bogey.
Well, I heard we were on the newsletter there a couple weeks ago, so she gotta like you.
Well, I'm not sure if we're on the news. She said she was going to get us up on the newsletter, so we're hoping to see that shortly. So, but we want to give a shout out to you, Lauren. Thank you very much for everything you're doing to help us promote the show, and we appreciate all your feedback and your support. So thanks, Lauren.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, buddy, guess it's time to wrap things up here.
All right, let's get her done.
There's only one. Well, wait a minute. We can't wrap it up yet.
Oh, no?
Yeah, we got to check in with our sponsor,
Oh, yes.
Bubba's Ball Retrievers.
Bubba's Ball Retrievers will get your ball. Can get 'em in the golf shop or the mall. If you hit that sucker in the water, extend it out until you got her. Bubba's Ball Retriever will get your ball.
Well, Bubba's Ball Retrievers. You've used his product, haven't you?
Every day I go golfing.
Yeah. You know, Donnie, we had some really, really great guests. We had Bill Britton,
True.
one of the Musqueam curmudgeons,
Yes, sir.
as I like to call him. And by the way, they made me an honorary curmudgeon.
Oh, no way.
Well, they called me a junior curmudgeon.
Oh, little guy.
Can you imagine? Well, I didn't think it was a size thing, but, can you imagine someone my age being called junior?
Oh, I can see it.
Now you know why I like hanging out with those old guys. Well, now it's time to wrap things up, buddy. It was a good show, and I want to thank all our guests for being here, and I want to thank all of you for tuning in and paying attention to what the hell we're doing here.
Yeah.
But there's only one thing left to do, and that's sit back, relax, because
We're playing through.
oh yeah.
Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Start Billy Bogey, it's a golfing jam. Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Lovers of the game.
That's what I am.
Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Make you love it too.
That's my goal.
Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole. Shooting the breeze on the 19th hole.
The This has been an Open Globe production. Any unauthorized reproduction without the express written consent of Open Globe Productions. Then I'm gonna rip you a new one with a rake.